Hi everyone, it's Sunday, September 26th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Jordan. So the rough going continues for U.S. hide sellers, and last week started out particularly slowly because of the holidays being celebrated in China and Korea. It was midweek before much of anything happened, and when sales did kick in, prices were lower again. Looking at heavy Texas steers, they took a big hit last week, but this week they dropped just $1. Seasonal weights of 62, 64 pounds sold for a high of $42. In fact, most all steers saw declines this week, even though interest picked up slightly. The cow market is still seeing decent interest, although prices are soft, with sales a bit mixed this week. Looking at combined export sales for the week ending September 16th, they were 514,600, again a little better than the previous week, this time by just 8%. On the other hand, export shipments were down by a good chunk at 24% lower, totaling 487,400. Slaughter for the week through yesterday, Saturday, September 25th, it was down a little bit, actually just 2%, at 641,000. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo reports on last week's Lineapelle, which was better than anyone really expected. There were 11,000 visitors, and activity was lively because everybody was just glad to be able to see each other in person. That said, negotiations at the fair confirmed the dominance of top quality material as well as the market's downward trend, and that's mainly due to the major drop in automotive production. In the UK, buyers had been looking for a discount because of the declines in US hide prices, but that was rejected and the previous levels were confirmed. The British 36 Plus is still selling at £1.30 in sterling, and in Ireland the price is also unchanged at €1.40 per kilo. With regard to bulls, the drop in demand for automotive is weighing heavily on these hides, and the main selections again dropped, this time an average of 5 cents. Southern German selections are already down to €1.80 per kilo, and other origins are headed downward too. In the European cow markets, last week's softer prices again spread to other origins, some of which lost 10 cents, but then again, not all countries were affected by the declines. Turning to South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that the average price of fresh hides was again stable this week. The average price was unchanged at $4.18 per kilo. TR1 is also unchanged at $1.15 to $1.20 per square foot. Once again, most of Latin America had steady prices, but this week there were changes in the Argentine market. In other news from Brazil, the footwear sector met with the government to discuss external and anti-dumping tariffs. And from elsewhere in Latin America, Argentine footwear production in 2021 is up by 51% through July. Colombia's clothing and footwear imports grew by double digits. Mexico's ANPIC, to be held in October, expects 236 million pesos in economic benefit, and Paraguay remains the main Latin footwear supplier to Brazil. That's all we have for this week, and until next week, good night from HideNet.